Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and the Supreme Court just dealt a heavy, heavy blow to a major Democrat voting bloc. Folks, before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. Now, June is known for a lot of different things. A lot of different groups and organizations claim it as their particular month, right? But one thing June is also known for is it begins, I like to call it Supreme Court month. This is the month you're going to see a whole lot of decisions being handed down that have been cases that have been worked on all year, and they're going to get bigger usually. This is how it usually works. They're going to get bigger and more consequential as time goes on in the month of June as we head toward July. As you remember, Roe v. Wade was basically struck down, overturned, whatever you want to call it, last year towards the end of June. So I like to call this Supreme Court month. And one of the decisions that came down today was the Teamsters Union was being sued by a construction company in Washington, D.C. Now, as it turned out, the union went on strike, and when they did, they left concrete in this company's trucks. Now, the other workers who weren't on strike were able to get the concrete out of the trucks before it destroyed the trucks. But it did cause damage to property. And the concrete company thought they should be able to sue, but they had been, the case had gone back and forth in the lower courts. But when it got to the Supreme Court, and this is a stunner, in an 8-1 decision, with two of the Supreme Court liberal justices siding with all the conservatives, they ruled in favor of the concrete company. The only judge who did not side with them was Ketanji Jackson Brown. That's the one who was appointed by President Joe Biden. Now, she said it could hamper the ability of a union to strike, but the other justices didn't see it that way. They said the ability to strike basically does not mean the ability to damage and destroy property. These are two different things. This is a major blow to unions in general and their bargaining positions across the board. Because now they know they can get sued for damages. Where do the damages stop? Is loss to business a damage they could get sued for? Who knows? There's a lot of different things that you could say are damages, right, caused by a strike. So this opens up, I think, even more future litigation. And so that's going to be very interesting to see. Apparently, the conservative justices wanted to take it further, but to get the two liberals on board with them, they didn't. Now, I don't understand why that is, because you had the majority either way. Go as far as you want. But they wanted to make it more of a cohesive, bipartisan, if you will, even though the court doesn't work that way, but more of a bipartisan, universal decision. So I get that. This obviously is a major Democrat voting bloc. As you guys know, unions are, overwhelmingly Democrat. So obviously you're going to hear the White House speak out against this decision, most likely, and other Democrat politicians. Now, some experts have weighed in and they said that they think it doesn't hurt the ability of unions to strike. Others have said that it does, and some actually kind of fall in the middle. So it's interesting depending on what expert you talk to, which is why I say I believe there's going to be future litigation here, because it's not really apparent from what we're, just from the decision itself. It leaves a lot to interpretation. We've got to see where this lands. I think they're going to be back in court at some point with another union and another company. Folks, I want to thank you for watching Explain America. Again, I'm Carmine Sabia. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.